The levy transfer has allowed us to open up more opportunities at the agency that... Did you agree with me, Peach?
Towards the end of 2020, I actually finished up a course where I learned a lot about social media marketing, and that's an area that I was really interested in. So I looked at entry-level roles, and they expected me to have over 5 years of experience and have lots of different skills that I didn't have yet. So I looked into apprenticeships, and that's when I came across the social media apprenticeship at Wilderness.
Before I was an apprentice, I was a stay-at-home mum. I left school really early. After my son started full-time school, I started a new job working for Dipper. And then I got the opportunity to start my apprenticeship, which it was only, I think, a year ago now, and I've loved it ever since.
When I came out of university, I was struggling to get a good graduate job because I didn't get the chance to get the experience that I needed in university. So I realised at university that I like more practical work to learn. I'm very hands-on. Apprenticeships, like, it really tackles head-on on what you need and the skills that you need in the workplace.
My journey to becoming an apprentice was I was working for the BAB company, and in between lockdowns during the pandemic, they just approached me and asked if I wanted to join the course. I said yeah. I assumed that I wasn't going to enjoy it just because I didn't really enjoy school and I was a little bit apprehensive to get back into education, but it was very different to what I expected.
Well, having the support of the LPC means that I was able to offer apprenticeships across the board to all of my staff. We're a very small business, so without that support we probably wouldn't have been able to offer the apprenticeship to all the staff. People like Nicola wouldn't have been able to start her apprenticeship this year, which would have been a real shame because it's made a huge difference.
I think the biggest difference the LPC has made to us is making it much easier to manage the apprenticeship journey. You know, it's something we've always been interested in, especially for some of our more senior members of staff.
They've just really helped facilitate a smooth process for a company that was brand new to apprenticeships and knew very little about it. The LPC came in and gave us that support system to answer any questions that we needed and help facilitate different processes that we didn't have in place already.
We are a small, independent and growing business, so a resource can sometimes be quite stretched. So to have that support with a partner who can guide us through the process was massive.
With an apprenticeship, there's so many industries now you can get into. There's literally social media, marketing, you can get into the arts if you wanted to, you can start a career in HR, for example. It feels like there's an apprenticeship now for any type of career you might want.
Apprenticeships are really important, especially in health and social care, because people need experience in the area of working first.
It's allowed us to tap into a completely different talent pool and also changed our hiring methods entirely. So what we have noticed is now we hire based on the right qualities and attitudes that a candidate brings rather than previous experience.
I really can't think of a downside.
I didn't know anything about the levy transfer before working with the LPC.
I didn't really know much about the levy transfer, to be perfectly honest. The initial conversation with the LPC was set up because the levy transfer was something that brought to my attention and I wanted to find out more about.
And this has been one of the positive things that I've been able to learn, that there is help and support out there for small businesses.
The levy transfer has allowed us to open up more opportunities at the agency that previously we wouldn't have been able to do without the funding.
The levy transfer, frankly speaking, has made it possible because without it we couldn't have afforded it, not in this climate. We do believe in investing in our staff, but it's a lot of money for a small business.
Having the opportunity to provide apprenticeships for everybody has been amazing, and without the levy transfer that wouldn't have been possible for me as a small business, so that's been great.
I want to actually carry on with an apprenticeship because I can go up to the next few levels and hopefully I can carry on with my learning experience and keep going forward and hopefully one day get a degree and go on further.
So my future plans are to obviously stay at Wilderness. I actually started my new role earlier, so I'm an insight strategist, so I'm hoping to then have my work side wrapped up for the apprenticeship and just really delve into my role a bit more, have a bit more time dedicated towards it.
I didn't think I'd be able to get into university before, but now it's equivalent to a foundation degree, so that would be a good door into carrying on my education, or I'm also hoping it will help me apply to visas to get working in different countries.
It was incredibly easy working with the LPC. They have a very knowledgeable and friendly team.
It's been really easy. It's been good because there's been lots of support. The LPC has been there to contact us regularly to keep us updated, offering support when required. So the relationship has been a good one. And AJ is brilliant. Is that better?
And every time we got on a call with them, we were always laughing and had very productive meetings.
Individuals that we worked with, I should give a shout out particularly to Rob Singh, were beyond brilliant. They made it super straightforward and easy.
And would you have given a shout out to Rob if he wasn't in here right now?
Absolutely. No, I think I've given a shout out to Rob a few times, to be fair. He really deserves it.
I would highly recommend the LPC.